Hello everybody, welcome to my channel. I'm longORjames, you can call me anyone. Today we're playing Last Day on Earth, and I got a couple things to talk about regarding the future coming update, and also a couple changes and tips that might help you. So I want to just start off with the tips. We're going to start off a little bit light, and then we're going to hit the big news with the update that's coming. So first of all, the update for 1.11.4 brought about the new skill mods, as well as the ability to save your mods onto your weapon, as if you go into the weapon smithing bench. So when you build, one of the changes that they made is that now when you build your melee weapons, because you can't really build guns yet, except for the zip gun. Whenever you craft your weapons, any mods that you have saved for them in the weapon bench, the weapons will have those mods attached to them when they're crafted. So what that does is it opens up a much more powerful weapons that you can craft on the go. So if you have items in your inbox that you get from watching the ads to get materials from the inbox, those materials suddenly become much more valuable, because if you have a weapon like a metal pipe, the resources to make a metal pipe in your inbox, it's not just going to be a 26 hit damage weapon. It's going to become, if you have the spike handle, the saw hatchet like I do, it'll do 30 damage. And what that can do is it can kill the 80 health targets in 3 hits, unlike the regular 26 hit weapons like shovels and the pipe on its own. It can't do that, so you can't sneak attack with those weapons to one-shot them. It would take a second durability, so that's really useful. As well as just the wooden spear. Now spear mods are so much more helpful. You can basically have like let's see what the weapon is. You can basically have like a makeshift bat that only costs you 3 logs. If you have like a fully modded spear, it'll be basically like a default makeshift bat, but even better because you can make it on the go. It doesn't require processed materials like pine planks or duct tape, which is usually only found like in red zones, or at least in like multiples, because I think you can get duct tape in the yellow zones, but you can only get like 1 or something like that. But anyways, that's the significance of the new system with the saving mods on your weapons. If you guys haven't seen Star Snipe's video yet about the upcoming update, they are going to have a new skill system, which basically you get 1 skill point for every level instead of exploration, which is kind of confusing because that means they're getting rid of the exploration EXP. So you can see in the upper right underneath the minimap, there's a progression bar for experience. They're getting rid of that, and that's kind of concerning because there are some people who were saving their exploration books or magazines, and the reason for saving them is because they give you 50% of your experience no matter what level your exploration is at. And the significance to that is if they're getting rid of it, you might as well use your skill magazines EXP books like right now, because they won't be useful later. And they're going to remove all the common abilities. Well, they're not going to remove them, but they're basically going to like reset them down to level 0. They are going to be adding a couple new skills. and they are going to be taking out some skills. Like I think one of the skills that they're removing is the motorcycle driver one and the ATV driver one. And then they also stated that if you have any of these like the the purple abilities, you're gonna get to keep those, which doesn't really make a lot of sense why you would get to keep them, because they're resetting your skill points and essentially making your levels equal how many skill points you need. So if they let some people keep skills and then other people, like, they have to spend all the skill points to get those skills, it makes you wonder if the people who already have those will have like extra skill points. But they're also raising the level cap to 200, so I don't know if all these points, the maximum is to be at level 200 to buy all of these skills. The other thing is that so whether if they get to level 200 and they can max all those points out, or the people who already have those purple abilities and they don't need to spend points on it, then that means they can max out earlier than level 200, which also wouldn't make sense in terms of, like, a game and being fair. And there was a bug that was displayed in the alpha on Star Snipes videos that the bruiser ability, which is you typically get in the bunker, it increases your max health. Star Snipe had, like, when the leveling system came up, the new ability system came up, he ended up getting over that max EXP, or I'm sorry, that maximum health. So he maxed it to 10, so that gave him an extra 20 health. But he had like 134 health, and I think that's because he had level 7 bruiser beforehand. Hopefully that gets patched, just so it's not fair. But if the devs are just going to bypass it and kind of because they don't want to fix it or can't fix it or whatever, and just say like, oh well, that's just a reward for people who loyally played the game earlier, back when our other system was out, then I mean that could be a reason. I wouldn't say it's a good reason or a good way to balance the game, because once multiplayer hits out and there's anybody who has like 140 health because they grinded like just way back in the game, and maybe new players didn't hear about the game yet, that's not really fair to the newer players. So I hope they don't do that. I hope they fix it. But let me know what you guys think of it in the comment section about that. If you guys are worried about the changes, if you actually if you like the current system now, because in the new system, basically what they're going to do is they're going to kind of like, it's still going to be RNG. So for every level, you're only going to get to pick between 3 different skills out of like all these skills. So between your active skills and between these passive skills, out of all of these, you're only going to be able to pick from 3. So you kind of get some choice in there, but you kind of don't. By the time you reach level 99, which a lot of people already right now, it's not that hard to do. The only problem is that the people keep losing their account progress, and that's just something that Kafir needs to deal with. So that's basically everything that's coming up for update 1.11.5. And in the Discord, the devs had said that that new update is coming within the next week. So anywhere from between January 27th to February 2nd, expect that new big update to be coming out. And also, if you've been looking to, invest in any types of weapon mods, it's better to invest in ones for like common weapons, especially ones that you can craft, like the spear. Now it's going to be better for low-end players. And this is what I mean by the saving mod system. So there's that little floppy disk icon in the bottom left, and then the little back arrow, or it's kind of like a forward arrow, I guess. And then that lets you put on all the mods that you've saved by selecting them. So I could take these off. And you see the little green check mark, so I save it, and then now it saves that there's nothing on my weapon, but I don't want that. I'm gonna put all of the mods back on. Alright, so that brings significance to you know, any weapons that you can create through items through your inbox. Just because if you have stuff in your inbox, you can craft fully modded melee weapons. I don't know if that is a bug, if it'll get patched in 1.11.5. We will see. Stay tuned for more videos like this, guys. Hope you guys enjoyed it. If you guys did, if it's helpful to you, please leave a like, subscribe. If you want to see more content from me, go ahead and click that little bell for icon for notifications of whenever I post new videos. I typically upload every week. Thanks again for supporting me and subscribing, you guys. I love you guys, and peace out.